Hello friends, my name is Vikas.
So friends, in today's video, we will be discussing about some of the important international news of the February month. The session will be highly important, so do watch the video till the end and do take the notes. So friends, let's start with the session, but before that, we have something important to tell you.
So friends, we have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store in your Android phones. This app will help you in boosting your preparation. Once you have downloaded this app, you can go and log in with your Gmail or Google ID in this application. And once you have logged in, then you will be transferred to this page here. On this page, you will be able to see home, all courses, my courses, and doubt sessions also. So in the courses, if we talk to you, in the courses, if you purchase course from us, we will be providing you with multiple material for your preparation. Material such as your daily current affairs, your weekly current affairs, your monthly current affairs. In daily, we will be providing you with 20 questions quiz, an ebook that is in your PDF formats of the questions of that particular day. Then we'll be providing you in weekly with the same 50 question quiz that will be a compiled and important 50 questions, and also we'll be providing you a compiled PDF of the weekly current affairs then in the question answer format also. It will be a very helpful PDF, and similarly for monthly also we'll be providing you important monthly current affairs on a monthly basis. So the same content you will be revising maximum number of times and it will help you in your preparation. We'll also provide material related to your banking and awareness also, and apart from that we'll be covering all important topics such as your apps and web portal, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, awards, obituary, important days, and what not. Everything will be covered in this topic wise by me only. So apart from that, we also provide state wise current affairs that will also help you to prepare for the regional exams coming. All right, so friends, this is the app that you should definitely go and download if you want to step up your preparation. Apart from that, if you want to purchase any course from our application, then to help you out, we'll be providing you an additional 10% discount if you use Vikas 10 code. I repeat, if you want to avail an extra 10% discount on all the purchase you made through the application, you will be provided with 10% discount on the purchase by using this code, that is your Vikas 10.
So friends, let's start. This will be a very fruitful session for you all. In this international news, let's start with one-liners first. Bangladesh Railway has signed an agreement with HEIL to procure how many broad gauge wagons? They will be procuring 420 broad gauge wagons. Next is Gautam Adani has taken over the place of India's richest person or Asia's richest person in the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. I repeat, this question can be framed in two ways. One, it will be asking you who is the Asia's richest person. According to BBI, it will be your Gautam Adani, and it can also be asked that Gautam Adani has taken over whose place. It was or he has replaced whom? He has replaced Mukesh Ambani as the Asia's richest person. L&T and Microsoft India, remember these two? Larsen and Turbo and Microsoft India has signed an MOU to develop a regulated sector focused cloud offering. Instagram launched Take a Break campaign to encourage breaks from social media. Next is TomTom Traffic Index ranking for 2021, and it is an important one where you should know that the rank of Mumbai is 5th among the most congested city. So it can be asked that Mumbai was ranked what in the most congested city category in the TomTom Traffic Index ranking. It was 5th. Next is your India to help Sri Lanka to launch a unitary digital identity framework modeled on Aadhaar card. I repeat, India will be helping Sri Lanka to launch a unitary digital identity framework that will be modeled on Aadhaar card. Basically, a similar type of identity will be applied in Sri Lanka also. Apart from this, remember, if you ask, we know there is a UPI in India. So which is the other country that will be benefiting from this UPI, or where this UPI will come into play? It will be your Nepal. It will be the first country other than India that will be using India's payment gateway UPI. India signed an MOU with Australia Tourism Corporation. Jammu and Kashmir government signed a pact with New Zealand for transforming sheep farming sector. EIU is your Economic Intelligence Unit's Democracy Index for 2021. India's rank was 46, and in this Democracy Index that was released by EIU, Norway topped. Second is your Global Entrepreneurship Monitor for the year 21-22. In this, the rank of India was fourth in the ease of starting business. That means if you want to start a business in India or compared to other country, India stands at fourth position in the overall ranking, and this was topped by Saudi Arabia. So the country that has the most ease of starting a business will be your Saudi Arabia, according to Global Entrepreneurship Monitor of the report of 2021-2022. Mark this also important. Next is your 11th meeting of Indian Oman Joint Military Corporation was recently held. Remember the edition, that was the 11th edition. Next is your Dubai will launch world's first hydrogen powered flying boat. The name of it will be the Jet. Important, mark this. The Jet. Apart from this, remember in United Arab UAE, or you say Dubai UAE, India will be building there, or India will be constructing their first IIT outside India, and where they will be building this, it will be in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Samsung has surpassed Intel to become the world's top semiconductor company in 2021 market. India and Nepal signed an MOU for the construction of motorable bridge over the Mahakali River in Dharchula. Remember, question will be asked in such a way, it won't be asking you what a motorable bridge or what will be built, it will be asking they are constructing a motorable bridge over what river. So the name of the river is important, over Mahakali River. Then Antonio Costa has been re-elected as the Portugal's prime minister. Next is world largest canal lock. Remember, question will be direct and simple. Where is the world's largest canal lock recently opened? It was in Netherlands. Alright, what does it? Remember, there is a name for this world's largest canal lock. It is your Gisilius Ijumdin. I repeat, Gisilius Ijumdin is the name of the world's largest canal lock. This has been inaugurated in the Ijamuddin, a small port city of Amsterdam. This 500-meter long, this is, what is the length of this? It is 500-meter long, and in if feet collect, if we calculate it in feet, it is 1640 feet and 70-meter wide. Canal lock and canal is 18-meter deep, and what is the depth of it? It is 18-meter. Has replaced the smaller, nearly 100-year-old northern lock at Ijamuddin, which was built in 1929. So earlier the lock that was the largest lock, it was 1929, but now the world's largest lock is Gislius Ijumdin. Mark this name. Next, it is designed to allow large modern cargo ships to reach the port of Amsterdam. The structure is also deep enough that ship will no longer have to wait for a favorable water levels to enter the canal, and they are almost all automatic now. Alright, they can lower the level of water, they can increase the level of the water in order to ship pass and come. With almost 9 meters above the sea, it also shields the threat of flooding. The Netherlands is famous for its canal, with its capital city Amsterdam having around 165 canals. Then coming back to one-liners, Sony has recently bought a game developer company, that is Bungie, for $3.6 billion. LIC's 10th most valuable insurance brand globally is I repeat, LIC has been named as the 10th most valuable insurance brand globally by the Binance Brand Finance report. Alright, next is NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization's chief Jens Stoltenberg appointed governor of the Norway Central Bank. Apart from this, if I ask you which country is having the presidency of European Union, which country? Tell me. It will be the country of Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron is the president of which country? Can you tell me? He is of France. Next, Salesforce Global Digital Skills Index 2022. India leads in digital skill readiness. Next is your, as we saw, the Jet. What is the Jet? The Jet is the name of the world's first hydrogen powered flying boat. Alright, I repeat, what is the name of the world's first hydrogen powered flying boat? It is the Jet. And where this will be launched? It will be launched in Dubai, and in Dubai only India's first IIT that will be built outside India will be in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. And remember this, the Jet is a hydrogen powered flying boat. Next is global trade in 2021 rose by 25% to touch record high of $28.5 trillion as per UNCT AD report, that is also known UNCTAD. I repeat, who released this report? This report was released by UNCT AD, and remember what percent was increased? 25%. And what is the highest record touched by the global trade. In amount wise, it is 28.5 trillion dollar. Here you can see, according to the global trade update published by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, that is your UNCTAD, global trade in goods and service has recorded a height of $28.5 trillion in 2021. That is an increase of 25% related to 2020, an increase of around 13% relative to the pre-COVID levels of 2019. The increased growth during the last quarter 4 of 2021 is expected to slow down in the first quarter of 2022 and normalize during the second quarter of 2022. Next, coming back to one-liners again, India has signed an MOU with United Nations World Food Programme to hand over wheat to Afghanistan. Israel became the first country that will be allowing drones in the civilian airspace. And remember, Israel is the only country that will be making 150 villages of excellence in India. Next is Frank Walter Steinmeier has been re-elected as the president of Germany for other term. Ninth US GBC top 10 ranking of the countries outside US for lead in 2021. In this, the rank of India was third and China topped it. Next is your Paul Henry Sadango Dambia declared as the president of Burkina Faso. WHO has launched an program that is Quit Tobacco application to help people end tobacco consumption. And remember, WHO is the only organization that is responsible for naming COVID-19 variants. Then Nepal will become the first country to deploy India's UPI platform. We just discussed it. JP Morgan became the first bank to set up a shop in the metaverse. And what was it known as? It was a basically launch that was known as Onyx. Onyx, if you remember, is similar to the name of a Pokemon. Alright, next is United Arab Emirates and India signed a comprehensive trade agreement. The global trade rose by 25% according to the report of UNCTAD, and the amount will be $28.5 trillion. Next, we saw here that Nepal has recently became the first foreign country to deploy the India's UPI, that is Unified Payment Interface. That is the full form of UPI, you should know. The service for the same in Nepal will be provided by NPCI International Payments Limited, the international arm of National Payment Corporation India, in collaboration with Gateway Payment Services and Manam Infotech. NIPL has partnered Gateway Payment Services and authorized payment system operator in Nepal and Bangalore based Manam Infotech. Coming back, Adani Group has tied up with Ballard Power Systems for commercialization of hydrogen fuel cells in India. World Economic Forum has signed an MOU. We have done a video on this also, that World Economic Forum and NIUA, that is your National Institute of for Urban Affairs, has collaborated on Sustainable Cities Program India. That means they will be working toward developing sustainable cities in India. Who all? World Economic Forum and your NIUA. Next is your India and Nepal will be setting up a joint task force for building hydropower projects. Next, we'll be talking about International Intellectual Property Index. It was the 10th edition of this index of IIP, and in this index the rank of India was 43rd. And which country topped in this? The country that topped in it was your United States of America. Next, we'll be talking about a book that you should know, that is an important one. Bill Gates has recently authored a new book, How to Prevent the Next Pandemic. Mark this. Bill Gates is the co-founder of Microsoft. Also, he and his ex-wife, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation was an NGO that was started by them that works towards the polio eradication. Now you tell me, there was an award given to him for polio eradication work by Pakistan. Can you tell me the name of the award that was recently awarded to him when he visited Pakistan? Next, India to head International Rubber Study Group IRSG. Who will be the head or who will be hosting IRSG? It will be our India. Who will be having the chairmanship for IRSG? It will be our India. Alright, who is the Rubber Board Executive Director of India? KN Raghavan. He will be the chairman for next 2 years. Mark this, highly important. India has been elected for the chairmanship for the IRSG, that is your International Rubber Study Group, a Singapore-based intergovernmental organization of natural rubber and synthetic rubber producing and consuming countries. India succeeds Cote d'Ivoire as the chairperson of IRSG. Next, so KR Raghavan, he will be he was executive director of Indian Rubber Board and the head of the Indian delegation to IRSG. He will officiate as the chairperson of IRSG for next 2 years now. Highly important, mark this. Next, we'll be talking about Deloitte 2022 CXO Sustainability Report. In this, India's businesses ranked 5th. Next, Russian President Putin has, remember, avoid this. Currently, the war is going between, as you can say, Russia has attacked on Ukraine, and this is a conflict between Russia and NATO. One more thing, there are Cold War is the term basically sometimes used on the news channels. Cold War is basically when there is a war between USSR and NATO. Alright, this is you Cold War term. It has not turned into a Cold War, but still the news channel term, it was a just additional information that you should know. So you should not avoid any current affair related to such as it has divided Ukraine into three parts. No, that is not official. Next is India and France has signed a roadmap on blue economy and ocean governance. Reliance Jio will launch India Asia Express undersea cable system in Maldives. Remember, there was a we did a video on the monthly, and there was some issue with the students. They got confused. Let me give you a proper hint. If we are talking about undersea cable from India to Singapore, all right, then it will be your Bharti Airtel. If we are talking between India to Maldives, then it will be your Reliance Jio. We did the questions correctly. I want you just got confused. You didn't read if it was between India or Maldives. These are two separate questions, so it is just a correction on your part that you should do. So do check, do go through the video once again. That will be helpful. Next is India will set up India first IIT outside the country in UAE. We just saw. So friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed our session. Do like the video and comment below and tell us that if you want us to continue with such types of videos for future references, do comment and tell us, because your comment are highly valuable to us.
Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support at the rate of affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparation.